Good morning, friends. Today I am going to share with you 10 golden rules of achieving sustained growth and profitability in business as well as in personal life. The rule number one, we only do those things that we remember. Now, what does it mean? It means anything that you want to achieve in your life, you must constantly remember it. And anything that you want to remember, you must write it down on a piece of paper. Look at that piece of paper every now and then so that it becomes part of your permanent memory. And that's rule number one. Rule number two, everything on this earth has been built twice. The Taj Mahal was built twice. The Eiffel Tower of Paris was built twice. The Qutub Minar of Delhi was built twice. The pyramids of Egypt were also built twice. And what does it mean? It means they were built firstly in the mind of someone and then in reality. So what is the message? The message is anything that you want to realize, anything that you want to make happen, anything that you want to create, first create it in your mind. First let there be a blueprint of it in your mind, and then of course it will become a reality automatically in the physical world as well. Rule number three, whatever is written on paper becomes action, and whatever you keep in your mind gives you tension. Remember, our mind doesn't like to be cluttered with too many things. So if you have too many things simultaneously going in your mind will get confused, and as a result of that you will not be able to achieve anything. On the contrary, you will have conflict and stress in your mind. So therefore what you do, write it down on a piece of paper, because when you write it down on a piece of paper, sooner than later it becomes action, and if you keep it in your mind, it gives you tension. Rule number four, remember, if you do not have your own agenda, by default you will be working on someone else's agenda. Just to give you a very small example, you are sitting at home reading the newspaper. That means you do not have your own agenda. Suddenly your wife will come and give you some work कि आप बैठे बैठे कुछ नहीं कर रहे हो तो ये क्यों नहीं करते हो, and now you have no choice but to do what she is asking you to do. And remember, that is the message. The message is, if you do not have your own agenda, by default you will be working on someone else's agenda. Rule number 5, unless you decide it, you will never be able to do it. Unless you decide it, you will never be able to do it. Meaning what? Meaning, of course, is very simple. Anything that you want to do, decide that I want to do it and I'm going to do it and I'm going to finish it. Then it will happen. But if you keep on thinking about something, it's not going to materialize. And that's rule number 5. Rule number 6, unless you start it, you will never be able to finish it. And it's again very simple. इस दुनिया में जब से दुनिया बनी है तब से लेके आज तक कोई भी काम ऐसा नहीं है जो कि बिना शुरू किए खत्म हो गया हो. और याद रखिए, इस दुनिया में ऐसा भी कोई काम नहीं है जो शुरू किया हो और खत्म ना हुआ हो. So that means what? That means anything that you want to finish, start it. The next rule is, if you are not working on right things, by default you are working on the wrong things. In this world there is nothing in between. Whatever you are doing, either it is right or it is wrong. And that's your rule number 7. Rule number 8, if you do not take your own decision, by default you will be working on someone else's decision. And that means what? Take your own decisions. Rule number 8, if you do not have an agenda of planned activities, by default you will be working on unplanned, zero or low value activities. Rule number 9, Rule number, okay, I think we finished.